Flyperbole, flip, Flyperbole. Flyperbole, flip, Flyperbole. Flyperbole, flip, Flyperbole.
Hey, my, Flyperbole will never die. Some poetry to start you all off by way of Neil Young. I'm not sure. I'm just winging this, folks. How we doing? It's August still.
Pretty
We're
fucking
talking
good.
hockey.
Pretty
in
fucking
August.
good, Steve. But you know what else this means? It's August, and that also means birds are back, baby.
Hey now, my birds are back. Yes.
They're
It's
in
very
fact
exciting. So what are your feelings on preseason football? Because
I love preseason football.
you do? Okay.
Yeah, I watch it. Yeah, I watch every preseason game.
Oh,
I'm
man,
a
I
freak.
can't. You are a freak because
Yeah.
I am a big especially now that I'm not plugging YouTube TV. This is inadvertent, but YouTube TV has made this super easy for me where it auto records it and then I'll go in and I'll watch the key plays and I'm like, yeah, I didn't miss shit. Because I don't know, the meaninglessness of it really gets me.
Yeah.
I go into football and hockey and baseball so intensely that it's I feel like I have an on-off switch.
Mm-hmm.
And there's very few settings. There are definitely minutia periods in between for me, but I feel especially with football, I really need to be all or nothing. And preseason, I just I can't do it. I just don't care.
Yeah, preseason, is it meaningless? Record wise and on paper, yes. But I love preseason because I want to see who the training, the rookies. I want to see them play. I want to see how they're looking. Last night, I was like, "Where's Jahai Campbell? Let me see."
That
Jahai
was
Campbell.
the only guy I cared about last night
Yeah.
because the Eagles are in an interesting situation where they're coming off the Super Bowl victory, obviously, where they beat the Kansas City Chiefs, beat the pants off them. I don't know if you heard about that.
By a final score of 40-6.
The actual score, yeah.
That's the real score.
I was on at the gym the other day and I was like, yeah, it was awesome. But it's important to remember the Eagles are Super Bowl champs. And they didn't lose a lot of guys in free agency. They lost a few guys off defense, but that was pretty much it. So most of the roster spots are set. So there's not a ton of interesting battles to really track this year. It's pretty much cornerback, see what Jahad Campbell does, and safety. That's pretty much it.
Darius Cooper, bro. Darius Cooper's been fun to watch. He's having a good camp. Yeah, he's having a great camp. I was listening to the PHLY Eagles podcast, and Bo Wolf made a very funny observation saying, it'd be very poetic retribution if the Eagles had a black man playing wide receiver named Cooper. And I love that. And he went balled out in the first preseason game. The Bengals lost and the Eagles did not lose. They in fact won. So love that.
What concert was it that Riley went to when he
Kenny Chesney.
What a time to be alive right there.
It all fits. Country concert,
Yeah.
What do you expect?
But hey, let's hang with Mr. Cooper. I'm all about that. And hey, go Birds. And I love that, by the way, people are, I think, mostly joking, but it's come up more than I would care, talking about the large white backup QB a lot today.
Oh, dude. Honestly, that's another reason why I've been watching preseason football. Tanner McKee, anytime I get to watch him play, is just a goddamn tasty treat, Steve. I love Tanner McKee so fucking much.
Treat.
He's unbelievable. So I said this earlier today to my a couple of my friends in a little group chat. He might be the best pure passer the Eagles have had in a while.
Huh.
I'm going to be honest. I think he throws a better ball than Jalen Hurts does. And this is not to say that Jalen Hurts is bad at throwing the football. He's obviously very good. He won the Super Bowl and won Super Bowl MVP, as some people
did.
As some people have forgotten.
Most valuable player.
Yeah.
Don't forget that.
I'm not saying that there's a quarterback controversy. There's not. Jalen Hurts is the number one. He's the franchise. I adore and worship Jalen Hurts. But
I've done 2 Flyers podcasts today, and Tanner McKee has come up at the top of both of them.
Good. I'm glad because he fucking rocks. And like, I'm telling you, dude, like the way he throws the ball, like I believe that he makes some throws that Jalen Hurts like probably won't make. I believe that. And that's not to say that Jalen Hurts can't make the throws, but I feel like Tanner McKee is like, he's just more accurate than Jalen Hurts. He throws a beautiful ball, man. Okay. Have you been watching him? Did you watch? You
again? I told you I barely watched last night, but like I'm also.
Did you see some of the throws he made?
Here's my thing quickly. I don't like to hype up any backup quarterbacks, okay? Because I'm an old head, and I've lived through so many white backup quarterbacks at this point that get hyped up over the amazing black starting quarterback that I can't do it. I can't do it. I'm sorry. Yeah. I've been there for Bobby Hoying. Bobby Hoying didn't get hyped up over.
Sucked.
But he didn't get hyped up over a black guy. Right. Okay, but I've been there for
Jeff Garcia.
AJ Feeling, touching feeling, AJ Feely, Jeff Garcia Mania, baby.
Kevin Cobb.
Kevin Cobb. Oh, he sucked. He was terrible. I never understood that at all. Not once.
Yeah.
So just so many guys get hyped up over the starter. I don't entertain a second of it. I like the Tanner McKee. Seems like a solid QB. Very tall man. Huge man right there. I am glad that they have him instead of small hands Kenny Pickett.
Famously Mormon. Big Morm.
Big Morm. There you go. Big Mormo.
He's a big Morm.
Yeah, that's a Mormon man right there.
Yeah.
Oh boy. And maybe Andy Reid will try to reach out to him. I don't know. But
maybe.
Yeah, listen. I'm happy to have a solid backup, hopefully, and cool on that one. But yeah, I'm too traumatized from the white backup getting hyped up over the starter. And that's a tried and true Philadelphia thing, which is the most popular players in Philadelphia are like the backup quarterback, the backup goaltender. Like it's the guy who's not the starter, the shiny toy on the shelf.
My thing is like I'm hyping up Tanner McKee, not because I think he should be the starter for the Eagles. I think he should be a starter in the NFL for a different team, and I want him to keep playing well because then some dumb team is going to be like, fine, we'll give you a first-round pick for him. Like
quarterback factory, baby.
I swear to God. Like Tanner McKee, I believe in him. He could be a starter for like at least a quarter of the NFL teams.
There you go.
At least. And so like, I'm not saying he should start over Jalen. I'm not saying that at all. Jalen is better than him by
I know you're not saying that, but like, I'm traumatized, dude. Like the Flyers have traumatized. Philly sports in general have traumatized me in so many ways that it's hard to ever feel safe. And it's like, we're coming off of one of the best Eagles seasons of all time, maybe the best Eagles season of all time. And I'm not giving it a second, not even a second, even in jest. I'm not doing it. I'm not going down this route. George is upset.
But that said, Tanner McKee, forever. Love the man.
Good game. Very good game for Tanner McKee.
Honestly, you know what I think the perfect situation would be sign him, give him a Scott Lawton contract. Fucking like give him like, well, he's a quarterback, so he's going to want a lot of money, but like just give him fucking like a 10-year contract and just be like, listen, man, we're going to give you a whole bunch of money. We're not going to give you, are you going to start for us ever? No. But all you got to do is sit there and just make like $1 million per game.
There you go. Go Birds.
Just sit there. Sit there. Like we just need you in case Jalen Hurts gets hurt because he plays the style of game where he's going to get hurt. We saw it happen last season.
He's a rough and rowdy boy.
He's rough. He's rowdy, handsome. But we need to have Tanner McKee around just in case Jalen Hurts gets hurt.
It is important to have a good quality backup QB.
Yeah.
Especially if, say, you placed a little wager over on our sponsor over there. Oh, is that the FanDuel logo?
Oh my goodness, it's FanDuel. Oh my God.
That? Oh wow, how about that?
Don't worry.
But if you went over on the FanDuel and you saw that the Eagles odds were only plus 750 to win Super Bowl LX over there. Wow. They only have the third best odds to win the Super Bowl. The reigning champs are behind the Baltimore Ravens and the Buffalo Bills. The Bills? Josh Allen has to make a Super Bowl before you can talk about him winning a Super Bowl.
Yep.
Let's get out of here. All right. He might have hit a home run with the wifey over there, but he still has not won. He hasn't sniffed the Super Bowl yet. So you know what? I guess he sniffed it, but he hasn't gotten there. Okay.
Yeah.
And maybe as an attendant, but he is not. We can't be talking about this. Okay. So jump on the Eagles at plus 750. It's not amazing odds, but you know what? It could be a lot worse. Over on FanDuel, our great sponsor over there. But yeah, I mean, I will say it's maybe a high point still to maybe bet on your Philadelphia Eagles, but it's still like the odds could be a lot lower because I think, as I mentioned before, they barely lost that many guys from the team. They're coming back really strong from the Super Bowl run.
And the guys who are replacing them are like good. Like Moro Ojomo has been having an awesome training camp. Apparently, he's going to be taking over for Milton Williams.
Williams.
They have good players. Yeah, like the roster is still rock solid.
Jahad Campbell.
Jahad Campbell is
it's going to be a menace.
Like he's so like the everything we're hearing, dude. Fucking Quinyon Mitchell, man. He might legit be my favorite Eagle. Like
Guantanamo Bay.
Aside from Jalen Hurts, Quinyon might be my favorite Eagle because he is so fucking good. And apparently, he's even like this summer, he's been like locking down AJ Brown. Like
who's always open, I've heard.
He's always open according to the rumors around the campfire. So and also he just always is pretty much. So the fact that Quinyon Mitchell is shutting him down is like unprecedented because he's always open.
Yeah, there's a lot of reasons to love the Birds. Get on the bandwagon if you're not already on the bandwagon. It's a good bandwagon. It's going to be a fun season. Go Birds.
It's going to be a great season. So
I feel like we need to start like a mini Birds podcast to just put it out on the network.
I can talk. So all right. So the way this is interesting. It's actually kind of shifting a little bit. So like when I was, before I started like writing about the Flyers and stuff, like they were like, the Eagles and the Flyers were both like my, I was like a diehard fan of both. Now that I'm like, in the arena sometimes for the Flyers, I feel like I have to keep like the fan like persona kind of on the DL. So like I kind of refer to the Flyers as like my quote unquote, like, even though it's not professional at all. I'm on a podcast called Flyperbole, which is a wonderful podcast that everyone should like, rate, and review, and then also make sure you go onto YouTube and watch the video like 10,000 times, because then we will get money for that. So you should do that.
Mucho dinero. Give us those likes. We like the likes. We like the views. Do it, Flyperbole. Hey, how about that?
Yes.
But like,
yeah, like, so the Flyers are like my professional team or whatever, even though it's barely professional. And then the Eagles are my fan team. And so I could talk about the Eagles all day long because I'm just a constant consumer of Eagles content.
This is part of why I never wanted to get into the press box for the Flyers, is I wanted to keep my enthusiasm for them up.
Yeah.
I will say that the time where I felt like my Flyers fandom and enthusiasm waning the most was when I ran a site, when I was running Flyers Faithful, along with the great Kim Pollock over there. I was so stressed about running that site and social media that I actually understood Joe Buck's comment where he was talking about not really watching sports when he wasn't on the job. Like I kind of related all of a sudden, because you do there is too much. There is definitely a too much period there. Mm-hmm. And I hit it. I feel like I've hit a good balance currently doing podcasting for here and PHLY, and my word on the street, there's some rumblings right now that perhaps some regular satirical comedic pieces could be coming back to BroadStreetHockey.com from yours truly soon. Rumblings on the street, I'm just saying. So keep an eye out for that.
Wow.
Oh, wow. So keep an eye out. Some Flaper blogs could be headed your way this season. So I feel like that's a good balance, though. If I can get an article every week or two, keep up the weekly podcast. I feel like that keeps me I got my enthusiasm. I'm very excited for Mishkov. I got my Mishkov mania going. I am pumped to see the Flyers win the Stanley Cup at some point in the next, I don't know, 80 years or so.
I don't know about that, Steve. That seems like it's too long or too short in amount of time.
It seems like, you know, it might seem like a long amount of time, but yeah, it's actually a very short amount of time. So some site, I saw this, I think Jason had posted this in the Slack, Jason Polinsky, and it's from something called All Sports Culture. I don't know where it's coming from. If it's something bad, I don't care. I'm sorry. This is content to talk about. It's the middle of the damn summer, so we're going to talk about this damn tangy tent right here. But somebody asked ChatGPT, which is my nemesis over there, but we're not AI generative specifically. I understand that AI is used in a number of things. Hell, it's used for captions on this very program, and many of the sites that do auto captions and all that. Like, I understand there's a lot of uses and a lot of definitions to AI, but as far as like generative AI and a lot of the ChatGPT stuff, not a big fan of that. Not a big fan. But stuff that's already been generated, I'm willing to dunk on. And somebody did this post where, again, it's All Sports Culture. ChatGPT predicts the next 80 Stanley Cup champions,
God.
which is an insane thing to try and predict to start with. But it's especially insane to ask this crazy computer brain over there about, okay? Because, like, generative AI can't even get, like, fingers right, let alone like the next 80 years of Stanley Cup champions. Because I don't understand how you could predict next year's, let alone the next 80 years. But okay. So I was like, all right, I'll entertain this. Let's see who's on the list. So number one, Flyers don't make it, according to this ChatGPT thing. The Flyers do not win it within the next 80 years.
80 years. 80.
So 80 years, not going to happen. Sorry, Mishkov's going to be a bust. The Maple Leafs also don't win it, which is very funny.
That's funny. Yeah, I didn't see that.
But this graphic, like, it repeats a lot of teams. The Quebec Nordiques come back by 2041. So cool. Quebec Nordiques won it a few times, so good for them. It's like, okay, what? The Kraken are apparently going to win it in 2033, so good. I'm glad they're going to get their shit together. And for the most part, you know, kind of just
Dr. T, the Hurricanes 2032.
Oh, yeah. And then again in 2082, which I'm sure we'll all be dead. So that's great.
Yeah.
It's good to think about. The warm and fuzzies right there.
Yeah.
But yeah, no Flyers, no Leafs. I didn't look closely enough to see if there were other notable teams that hadn't won it in a while that don't win it. I don't think the Mammoth are on there. But the part that really got me about this is the fact that not only are the Nordiques on here, but there's a number of like fake teams on here
that don't exist,
that it just made up. I don't know if there are names to these teams. I don't know what. I did like a triple take when I saw this. I'm like, what are these logos?
Yeah.
So I'm going to do a little screen share as we go through some of these, and screen share. Also,
just to be noted, there is a three-peat. We have the Tampa Bay Lightning winning 3 straight cups between 2063, 2064, and 2065.
Oh, wow. That is pretty stunning right there. Yeah, so we can see the graphic right here. So how about that? Back-to-back Vegas Golden Knights in the 2050s.
Yeah.
The 2050s.
Back-to-back Kings. We got them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then, yeah, we see some weirdness here. So I kind of took some screenshots of each of these. And let's try to guess, number one, what these team names are, like where they are and what their names are. And then, yeah, I guess that's just the whole thing. So first off, we have this thing, which is...
I don't know if that's a shark or a dolphin or a swordfish.
I have no idea. I don't think it's a marlin, right?
I don't think so. It looks like a shark.
It kind of looks like a shark. I could also see it being like a dangerous dolphin.
Yeah.
Where do we think there'd be, like, you think this is the Houston expansion team here?
No, that would make sense, because if this is going to be, for an expansion team, it would have to be an expansion team like near the coast, I would think.
You would, well, I mean, Houston's coastal, pretty much.
Not coastal enough to where
The Gulf of Disputed. It's right near the Gulf of Disputed.
That's right. But I don't think it's
the
close
Gulf
enough.
of the Gulf of Mexico until very recently.
Yes.
Well, let's see. Let's see where I'm going to look up Houston on the map because this is.
I actually know Houston's geography very well because.
Do you? Because it's right near the fucking Gulf of Mexico / America.
Yes, but it's not. It's like hours away from there.
What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Okay.
If you're driving from downtown Houston to the beach, that's like 3 hours.
3 hours.
Yeah.
Let's find out because
Houston is huge. If you're going to like what's the name of that town?
You're going to tell me that this is not considered coastal?
It's not.
Oh my God.
Coastal.
The water is right here, my friend.
Coastal is Galveston.
Who gives a shit?
Galveston.
Nobody gives a shit about Galveston.
I gave a shit about Galveston. I
Why?
had to write about Galveston for my own job.
Galveston.
For some weird reason. Yeah.
Nobody gives a shit about Galveston.
I don't.
That is right by the coast as far as I'm concerned. So, okay, if you don't think that the expansion team for Houston, again, I don't think that anything.
Like, why would Houston be the Sharks?
Why would any of this exist? There's no
AI,
logic in.
Because AI knows all, Steve.
Yeah, it knows everything. The only AI I care about knowledge-wise is Allen Iverson and his thoughts on the TGI Fridays menu. Okay, it's the only AI I care about. The 2 cents. But all right, so where do you think? Do you think like San Diego might have this dolphin shark? Do you think one of the Canadian teams?
I don't think a Canadian
Newfoundland. Newfoundland?
I don't think that. I think
the Newfies aren't getting.
I think it would have to be like a California team or a Florida. Like, what if they added another? What if they made the Miami? They gave Miami a hockey team, which wouldn't make sense because the Florida Panthers exist. It's basically Miami. But that
would make less sense than what you think of this dolphin shark being a Houston team. I mean, it could be maybe San Diego somehow gets a big enough market to host a hockey team.
Well, didn't it used to be the San Diego Seals or who was
the Golden Seals? But I don't Gulls or the Gulls. San Diego
Gulls. Yeah. So maybe we could get a San Diego team. So maybe that would be it.
So the San Diego Dolphin Sharks here, which it also intrudes on the San Jose Sharks. So that's fun.
Yeah, that's very good.
Perfect. No.
It would be a great rivalry because then their first game would be like, we're the Sharks. No, we're the Sharks. And then there's like a line brawl.
Perfect.
Their first ever meeting.
The Shark off. I love it.
Yeah.
Next up, we have this.
I don't know what.
Very intimidating character right here.
Can you zoom in on that?
Yeah, I can zoom in on that.
I don't know what this is.
It kind of looks like a green Russian.
I thought that was a Viking, but then I saw
it could be a Viking, but it kind of looks like a Russian.
But then I went down and I saw that there's an actual Viking. So I don't know what the hell this is. I think this is like a cowboy or something.
No, it's got horns like a Viking.
Yeah,
it's definitely not a cowboy.
But it's got the
cowboys don't have beards.
It's got the star on his hat.
Right. It looks like a Russian.
For some reason,
but Russians don't have horns. But it's got a very Russian beard, and the hat's very Russian.
Well, I mean, a beard can be relative to
cowboys. Don't notoriously have beard. No, cowboys have mustaches. Okay, cowboys can have beards, but if
what are you talking about?
Dude, when you think of a stereotypical cowboy, you never think of a beard.
Have you even heard of Arthur Morgan?
Yes, but he's customizable.
Beard.
Yeah, but you can put whatever look you want on him. I give him a beard because I think beards obviously are great.
If you don't shave him, he just grows it on his own.
I am aware. That's how men's faces work.
Where do you shave him first? Face or elsewhere?
Obviously the crotch.
That's the stuff, Steve.
Obviously. I don't think that's a customization option in Red Dead Redemption.
Don't worry. There's a mod for that, I'm sure.
I don't want to know. But anyway, a stereotypical cowboy is not known for having a big bushy beard. Okay, this looks very. I'm calling these guys the Green Russians. That's what I'm
calling them the Neon Cowboys.
They don't. It doesn't. It's not even a cowboy hat. Have you ever seen a cowboy hat? You oaf.
I don't know what the hell that hat is. I really can't tell.
It's a Russian hat.
It doesn't look like a Russian hat.
It looks so much like a Russian hat. It doesn't look anything like a cowboy hat, which is giant brimmed.
Yeah, it's giant brimmed, but like...
No, it doesn't. A cowboy hat looks nothing like this. Nothing.
Wait a minute. Does it have a brim in the front?
Yes, like the Russian hat. The Russian winter hat.
Oh, you know what? I know what I'm calling them.
What are you calling them?
The truckers. The neon.
It doesn't
truckers.
look like a trucker hat.
Yes, it does.
No, it doesn't.
You know who's famous for having huge beards? Truckers.
You're insane. That does not look like a trucker hat.
To me, it looks like a trucker hat, and
No.
I think the horns are supposed to indicate that they're a trucker from Texas, the Longhorn State, or whatever it is.
You're insane. You're only thinking this because the Dallas Stars are green.
No,
Why would there?
I'm also thinking
You are literally
no, Steve. All right, I'm thinking it because we're getting fucking heated. I'm thinking it because the star reminds me of like a fucking like policeman thing. And for some reason, when I see that, I'm like, oh, he must be a fucking policeman. And
Jesus Christ!
Texas.
All right, we're gonna agree to disagree on this one because you and I are not on the same page here.
No,
what are you?
not at all.
Where's this team from, and what are their names?
They're certainly from Texas. They're the Neon Truckers.
They're definitely not from Texas. They're the Wisconsin Green Russians.
The Wisconsin Green.
The Wisconsin Green Russians.
That's
yes.
amazing. The
Also,
known Russian population in Wisconsin. Is there
Also,
one?
I have no idea.
I know there's a big Scandinavian population there.
The puppy, by the way, Brucey's having puppy dreams over here right now. But I thought everybody should know. He's having little dreams like sleep wolves. It's the best.
That's adorable.
It's the absolute best. All right. So we completely disagreed on this one. This next one, what the fuck is this? What the fuck is this?
That appears to be a T and an F.
Yep, that's what it looks like to me.
And it looks like it's a sword design somehow.
Are there any T, like, is there anything T named in Canada that could use a team? Canadian cities,
yeah. T.
So it could be the second Toronto. It could be Toronto too. The Toronto 2 Frost.
Well, they don't really have.
Wait. The Toronto Frost.
Wow.
I hate myself.
Toronto doesn't really have a actual team now anyway. So yeah. The Maple Leafs are a joke.
So the Toronto Frost. That's what it is.
Yeah, the Toronto Frost, because the Leafs are going to fold. And it's going to be the Frost.
Also, the Leafs doesn't make any sense. Why isn't it Leaves?
I have no idea.
Never understood.
Grammatical correct. Yeah, it makes no grammatical sense.
Well,
but
the Toronto Frost in 2071 are taking home the cup.
It is funny that you say the Frost, though, because that's the first thing that came to my mind, too. Because
this at least has a logical conclusion here.
Right. Isn't there also a team in the PWHL called the Frost that has like kind of a similar logo? Like not the same colors, but
I can look it up. I don't know offhand.
Let's see. PWHL Frost. Yeah, it's the Minnesota Frost. And it's
it's like a purple F. Yeah.
Yeah. So
yeah. All right. So we agree that one. There's agreement. Okay. What in God's name?
That's a Viking.
Is this?
That's a Viking.
Yeah, I'll agree with you that being a Viking. But this also looks like a frost giant from Thor's world, like that version of a Viking. But we also just named a team the Frost. So like for the audio only listeners, our first logo was like a weird dolphin shirt. Oh, I think we described the other two well. This one, it's like an oblong head with horns again. The AI thought that horns should be on two different logos here. He's got a beard with a very fancy mustache.
Yeah.
Like it's going like pointing upwards at the ends. And he's wearing either his beard is really going like out and about, like from his face, or he's wearing like a fur collar underneath.
Yeah.
Very fancy. But it doesn't look human, but it's a Viking. I don't understand. So these like Ice Vikings works.
Ice Vikings is cool. Yeah.
Where are the Ice Vikings from? Where are the Ice Vikings
I mean, they got to be I think they have to be. Did the Vikings even go to? Well, because Leif Erikson discovered North America. People forget this. And didn't he land in Canada? Leif Erikson?
You tell me, Hoss.
Where did Leif Erikson land? Where did Leif Erikson land in North America? He landed in, go away, AI, not interested. Fuck off. He landed in North America, what is believed to be Baffin Island, which he named Helluland. Helluland, meaning flat rock land. Where is that? It's Newfoundland, Canada.
There we go. The Newfoundland Ice Vikings.
Either Newfoundland Ice Vikings or the Newfoundland Norsemen for alliteration.
I do like that, actually. I you know what? Yeah, I think you won this one. I'll give you credit.
Baffin Island.
Yeah.
It's pretty
all
cool.
right. The Newfoundland, what did you call them? Norsemen?
Newfoundland Norsemen.
All right, yeah, we got the Newfoundland Norsemen. I like that.
Plus, that makes sense because it makes sense because Greenland and Iceland were big Viking places, and
I've heard
Island,
that
there it is.
Greenland is icy and Iceland is green.
I have heard that as well, Steve.
Mighty Ducks 2 factoids for you fine folks over there. Mighty Ducks 2, and that was how she flirted with Gordon Bombay. 2088 might be my favorite of the batch, and it's unhinged. For you audio only listeners, this one it looks to be some kind of bat.
Is it a raven
with feathers? It's like a purple and black or dark blue bat with like feathers.
See, I don't think it's a bat because I see a beak.
Right, but it's got teeth also.
Yeah, which is also not correct.
It's insane. Like, I don't know what it's supposed to be. So
some birds have teeth though, and a beak.
Gross.
Have you ever seen a goose's tongue, Steve?
I don't think I have.
Horrifying.
I guess I'm going to Google this.
Horrifying.
God.
Goose tongue is the most nightmare fuel thing I've ever seen in my entire life. Awful.
Ew.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't like that at all.
It's terrible.
No, sir, I don't like it. I'm not a fan. Oh, I gotta share this nightmare with everybody.
It's so gross.
This is the biggest screen sharing episode we've ever had.
Oh yeah.
I don't think anything's ever gonna top this.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is goose tongue right here.
It is so gross.
Shit. Why does it have teeth on the tongue?
Wait. Go to the I know it has teeth on its tongue. Go to the one all the way to the left. That one. Look at this fucking guy.
This. I don't like this.
It's so disgusting. Look at its eyes. And like then it has teeth on its tongue. It's so gross. They are the grossest.
Like the worst thing I've ever seen.
God, they are such vile creatures.
I hate. Oh, you ever see one like on like a golf course or something? They're just they're violent too. They'll attack you.
Yeah, they're shitty. Now, I will say I do find it endearing when they're crossing the road just slow as fuck. Sure. I actually think that's funny, and I enjoy watching them go by. But like, if I see them far away, I'm like, oh, look at them. But like when I'm near them, I'm like, you stay the fuck away from me. You're gross.
So this team's the Goose Tongues then.
Is it the Goose Tongues though?
The Goose Tongues.
I'm gonna call it the Raven Nuggets because it doesn't have any legs.
I'm gonna call it the Feather Bats. I don't know why it looks like a bat with like feathers to me, but I don't know. Or bird bats. I don't know. I don't like it.
Yeah.
Where do I think this horrific nightmare of a team is from?
I mean, maybe they're from Baltimore.
There we go. Baltimore. Baltimore needs a team.
To me, it's okay. So the NFL has folded, and they have decided to transfer a couple of their teams to the NHL. This is now the Baltimore Ravens, and they're now an ice hockey team.
I still think, I don't know why, it gives me real bat vibes, so I'm going with the Baltimore Bats.
That's pretty dope. Okay.
Baltimore Bats has good alliteration there.
It also looks like a hawk. The Bat Hawks.
It kind of does. Yeah. The
Baltimore Bat Hawks.
Hawks.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's weird. It's real nightmare fuel right there.
This one's easy. This next one's easy.
Is it?
Yeah. It's the
What
Duke
the hell
Blue
is
Devils.
this next one?
It's literally the Duke
The
Blue
Duke
Devils.
Blue Devils exist. We can't
Yeah.
name this the Duke Blue Devils.
Well, now
Duke
now
University is not going to take on an NHL team.
that's what happened in the year 2093, Steve. What do you want me to tell you?
I don't buy that. No, I gotta assign it to a real live city right here. And who could take on? I think it is a Blue Devil though. It's weird. I don't really like this design at all. But who could take on this awesome devilish responsibility right here? Is an interesting question. I'm not quite sure.
I could see that being in.
Maybe that's Kansas City's team.
I was gonna say like Kansas City. I could see.
Kansas City's been waiting for a team ever since the Penguins got dangled in front of them and they didn't get them. So yeah, let's go with the Kansas City Blue Devils.
Yeah, I could see that. I think
All
that's
right.
a pretty good one.
Last question on this topic: who's your favorite logo of this one? Or let's rank them real quick.
So they're all horrible.
They're all awful.
I can tell you what's last is the fucking neon trucker. That's the last one.
I don't understand why the trucker, but okay. Yeah, the green Russian. I think that might be the worst.
Yeah.
And then I'm going with this Blue Devil. I think it's a shit. And
Bad,
then,
but I'm gonna go to the Frost because I just think the Frost. I don't know what the hell that is.
the Frost actually goes higher in mine because it's kind of like it's bad, but like it's lazy bad in a way I kind of respect. I really hate this dolphin shark.
I don't like the Raven or the Bad Hawk.
I see that one might be my favorite because it's so fucking weird and like nightmare fuel.
Right.
Like, I like it for originality. By originality, I mean a fucking AI made this.
Yeah.
A lot of cursing in this one. This is a great episode. And then real summer episode of Flyperbole right here. And then, yeah, I guess this is near the top for being just fine. It's a perfectly cromulent
It's
AI
presentable.
logo. Yeah, it's presentable. That's the best we can say.
All right, so my rankings are dead last, the Neon Trucker. Second to last is the Frost. After that is the Raven. After that is the Shark Dolphin.
I hate that one.
Then my top two are the Viking and the Blue Devil.
I see. I don't like the Blue Devil at all. I don't like the Blue Devil. I really hate the dopey mouth on this shark thing.
It's a sand tiger shark. That's what they are. They're the sand tiger sharks.
That just rolls off the tongue.
By the way, the sand tiger shark, which is the shark with all those nasty ass teeth, it looks like it just got punched in the face by another shark. They are like, they're terrifying looking because their teeth are so gross, but they're actually one of the most docile sharks. So like if you're in the water and you see one go by you and you know it's a sand tiger shark, you can be like, and you pet it. You can pet it.
You can just ride
Do
it.
not
like,
pet it.
grab
Do
onto
not-
its fin and just ride the waves. Yeah,
do not
baby.
pet a sand tiger shark. It is still a fucking shark. But they normally are just like very, very chill. They really rarely attack humans.
They're just vibing, baby. They're just vibing.
They're our vibe, yeah.
So those, I got one thing to say about all those AI logos at the end of the day.
Wow, we haven't done that in forever.
I actually just preloaded a bunch of shit onto here, so we So yeah, I got a couple things on there. I might add to it. I'm finally turning the show into the morning zoo that I've always wanted to turn it into. But yeah, I mean, I think it's better for everybody. So let's talk a little bit of Flyers hockey.
Hold on. Actually, yeah, but in this actually dovetails into that.
Dovetails. Woohoo.
Surely the Flyers are winning a cup in the next 80 years. Right?
Yes. Okay. Yeah, that is actually a good thing. Number one, I don't expect to be around for 80 years because I'm pretty old. But I would hope to God that they hit a cup in the next 25 years. That would be amazing.
That'd be nice.
I think the thing that gives me hope is I truly never thought I'd see an Eagles Super Bowl in my lifetime. I truly did not.
Yeah.
And 2017-18 was a gift. It was a gift from the football gods. And then this past year was a gift from Howie Roseman, who they tried to lock in the corner of the campus. Howie Roseman has given us this. So I would have to think at some point, I would really like to think that Matvei Mishkov is going to be the guy to bring a Stanley Cup to Philadelphia. And there's two reasons. Number one, that was just a baller rookie year. I think this guy is legit. And I think he's a fierce competitor, the likes of which we have not seen on the Flyers in a hot minute. Not to say those other guys weren't ballers. Like Claude Giroux, definitely a competitor, did not get enough support. But there's something about Mish, man. There's something about Mish. And also, if I'm being just a crazy spiritual person here, I feel like the Flyers embracing the Russia of everything and making amends there.
Great time to do that because everyone else is scared of Russia still.
A lot of comments to be made on that we won't get into on this program.
Yeah.
Flyperbole is the one to get into on that.
I mean, what I mean is other NHL teams because of the whole like
mercurial
nature. Yeah.
For sure. But like, I think the Flyers having that pipeline to Russia, that connection is awesome. But also, I feel like if I'm just thinking from like a metaphysical curse standpoint, the Flyers have been cursed since the mid-'70s, right? Where they were the only team to beat the Russian army, to beat the big red machine there, right? And it was because they beat the shit out of them and scared them off the ice. And then I also had to get yelled at by Ed Snyder that they wouldn't get paid if they didn't get back out there.
Right.
But that feels like a moment that maybe is almost, it was so great, but also like maybe it was a little bit of a cursed moment for the Flyers. Maybe that's where this whole curse was initiated, because it does feel like a cursed franchise over the past 45 years, whatever.
Also though, like the curse of Wells Fargo is about to vanish because the Wells Fargo Center is no more.
My guy, that stadium's had like 6 names. Okay. Until that building is torn down.
At least they went to the playoffs in that before it was Wells Fargo Center, you know.
Playoffs.
They went to the playoffs. And I know they went to the playoffs during Wells Fargo Center, but like they went to the Stanley Cup before that.
Yeah, but I put no corporate names mean nothing to me. Okay. Corporate names mean nothing to me. It's had so many names. I'm just numb to it. I see no curse there. I see a curse originating back in the 70s. And I have to think embracing the Russia of it all is good for this team in the long run. Yeah.
Also, you know what else, Steve? Even if that curse lifts, you know, we will never get rid of we will never remove the curse of Kate Smith. Obviously, that's sticking around forever.
Is Slam and Sammy on this program?
Listen, I'm just saying.
Slam and Sammy show up?
Kate Smith.
Wow. Sam Carchidi on the program, everybody. What an honor. What an honor. We love Slam and Sammy around these parts.
Is this thing on? Can you hear me, Steve?
I can hear you, but you're sounding like Slam and Sammy.
Hold on. I need to take a picture for social media. Let me just get a thing on my phone.
Ah, there you go. There you go.
There you go. Okay.
I've got the breaking news rumor that is a screenshot of
picture
a
of the
tweet
TV
from Facebook. No, you remember the Wayne Simmons one that like for like Pulley RV that like fades off into nothing?
Oh yeah, that was good. That was really good.
Oh man, just so good. But yeah, I would have to think that at some point in the next 80 years, the Flyers win a cup. If the Flyers are to win a cup, they probably need a center at some point. They have centers, but they probably need to get some youth at center. They need some true centers, need some big bodies. Couple of in-house options right now that we got some doubts about, right? We're a little dubious on some of the in-house options. Jet Luchenko, love his hockey sense. Where's his offensive upside? He's a little small. Okay, we all like Jet. We're going to see what Jet has to come this coming season. Now, they also made a controversial pick in the draft. Big boy, we're going to see if he works out. There's another big boy, though, that they picked recently, in recent years, who I know a lot of people were dubious about, and they still are dubious, but yeah, in the summer showcase, showed us a little something. That's Jack Berglund. So Jack Berglund, big body right there. 6'4", 209, Swedish.
A Swede.
Yeah. He had 7 points.
Maybe his family was Vikings.
Maybe. 7 points at the World Junior Summer Showcase. 4 goals, 3 assists. I saw one of those goals. Very nice stuff from Jack Berglund right there. The elite prospects right up on him says, with the puck, Berglund is inside driven, decisive and patient in equal measures, able to move the puck with pace or wait patiently as plays develop before making his decision. He can spin off checks along the wall, work the give and go game to gain the inside, and cut through traffic to get quality looks. Now, look, I'm not under the illusion that we possibly have a number 1 center here, right? That's delusional thoughts right there. But I'm curious if Berglund could potentially be a middle 6 option for this team. It does feel very much like we're looking at a future where the Flyers probably have 4 pretty good centers and their wingers are elite and they have to try and like win the cup like that, which is not maybe the best formula, but we're looking for silver linings wherever we can. And I think at some point you need at least one big body center up there in the middle. So why not Berglund? Has Berglund worked his way into the conversation for more people at this point?
I think so. And listen, like he was drafted in the 2nd round, not in this past draft, but last summer's draft. And that was a controversial pick. Like people were thinking, wow, this guy, like, all the reports came out of how bad his skating was. And then there was that whole situation. He was wearing the wrong size skates for years, his whole life.
That's such a Flyers thing right there.
Crazy. Unbelievable. Like,
why do we just get guys who can't skate? Like, what the hell?
Yeah, it's unbelievable. But for a long time, that pick didn't look that great because he wasn't really producing that much over in Sweden. And it was just like, what are we doing here? And then this year, I should say at the summer showcase, he looked much, much, much better. And it like now I feel like people are like, oh, so maybe the Flyers aren't the dumbest fucking group of people in the entire world after all. Now, maybe it's like they were onto something this whole time. This isn't to say, like, to your point, Steve, that this is going to be some sort of first line center one day. That's not at all the situation, but it does indicate like, hey, maybe there is something with this Jack Berglund character. Maybe he'll be a good, I know there was talk of, I think it was actually Danny Briere who said something along the lines of like, yeah, we view him as like a bottom 6 center one day. And it's just like, really? That's it? Like, you don't think he could be anything more than that? Nothing at all. Like, and maybe this is an indication of like, hey, maybe don't limit him to being just a possible potential 4th or 3rd line center. Like maybe if everything goes absolutely perfectly, he could be like a 2nd line center. That would be cool. He's certainly big enough for it. He's 6'4", like you said. He's, what is he, 209? He's a large boy. And so, yeah, like he certainly has the size to be a middle 6 2nd line center. But again, this is all to say, like, far from a guarantee that he's even an NHL player at all. So
right, we have no idea. But it's nice to see these hints of something, right? And I think we had a moment like this with Jet Luchenko too, where, when the Luchenko pick was made, a lot of us were befuddled by that. We were like, what the hell is this pick? It felt like Briere had gone 15 picks too high for this guy when he could have had Zeb Bouillon, who is a very offensively talented defender. And it was already seen NHL time. Bouillon's going to stick in people's crawls for a long time. But seeing Luchenko in preseason with the Flyers last year, seeing him in the early season with the Flyers, seeing his hockey skills and sense, I think made a lot of people feel a lot better about that pick. And now they're excited for Luchenko. I'm sure a lot of people would still argue that you should have drafted Bouillon, but they're not excited for Luchenko. I think we have something with Luchenko. And it almost feels like Berglund's hitting like, oh, maybe there is something here. The guy we really are curious about and want to see a moment where it clicks is Jack Nesbitt,
Yes.
Nesbitt, because Berglund, if he works out, he's a second round pick, right? If a second round pick ends up being like your third line center, that's a success story in my opinion. That's really good. Nesbitt, this was a huge controversy in this past draft because if you look, the Islanders got, I think, both players that everybody on the floor of the draft party wanted the Flyers to pick at the Nesbitt pick. And the Flyers have said they moved up because Nesbitt was their guy and somebody was going to take him. So even though we've heard that Nesbitt at very best, like his ceiling is like third line center, the Flyers must believe there's something more there than that. So he wasn't a guy involved in the summer showcase. He's not going to be in World Juniors. Like, he's not somebody that I think we're going to get that moment for a while where it clicks. And that sucks because like he's somebody who I want to be excited for. And I want to know why the Flyers are excited for, because there is clearly something that they see that we don't.
Yeah. And I think that's something that we're just going to have. It's a wait and see situation with him, quite literally. Like, no one was expecting him to like make the Flyers within the next like year or two. Like, that wasn't ever a belief for anybody, I don't think. For him, it's very much a wait and see approach. And I feel like we're going to have to wait like maybe another, like I said, another year or two just to see what the Flyers see, if that even shows up at all, like it could end up that Jack Nesbitt just sucks. And like, we never see what the Flyers thought they saw in him, but
God, that would be terrible.
That would be terrible.
That would prove like every negative fan. I know what you're saying, but like every like Negadelphia, like just miserable Flyers fan, that would make them so like putridly happy to see him fail, because like there is like this contingent of the fan base that does seem to like enjoy the misery of it all. And it feels like that would be like a win for them being miserable and say like, hey, look, they don't know what they're doing. They fucked up Nesbitt, because there were a lot of quality hockey players. Like I'm thinking of like Eklund in particular, like at wing, that they could have had at that pick, and they clearly wanted the size. And again, I don't think they do this move if they don't think he can be a 2. Like, I really think like you don't do that if you think his ceiling is a 3 or 4C. They clearly think that there's something more to it.
Yeah. I shouldn't do this, and I shouldn't be this way, but I am.
Why are you the way that you are?
I seriously judge a player's future as like a quality NHL player based off of how cool their name is. And Jack Nesbitt's name is so uncool. It is
a pretty uncool name.
It's an awful name. And for that reason, I think he's going to suck.
For that reason, Sharks. It's a no from me.
Yeah. It's just, it's a bad name, Steve. Terrible name.
It's not a good name, but that doesn't mean anybody. I've heard there's been some amazingly named players that have not even sniffed the NHL that we talk about on this podcast.
Magnus Hellberg.
It's a freaking great name.
Yeah, amazing name, and he's barely played in the NHL as a goalie. So.
Linus Hogberg, the Hog.
Yep.
The Hog.
Just so many, like, God, there are so many great names.
German Rubstop, baby. The Germ. The Germ.
That's an awful name.
Yeah, but the Germ rocked.
The Germ was a great nickname, but his actual name sucked.
It was a fine name. He was just foreign. But the Germ would have been an elite level nickname. Anybody who called him Ruby, you're an idiot. Okay?
I did like Ruby, too.
Ruby sucked.
What are you talking about?
Ruby sucked.
Steve, I'm about to fight you because
We're going to fight in the parking lot. Ruby sucked. Oh, Ruby's not a hockey name. I'm sorry. The Germ is where it's at, because it's very pesty. It's something that you don't want, but he's coming anyway. All right. The Germ is for a feisty ass player. You could call Travis Konechny the Germ, and it would actually fit appropriately, and it'd be a killer nickname.
He's coming for you, and you better have your white blood cells ready.
There you go. I love it. It's great. I love it.
I will say, and I'm sure you would agree with this, like, we would call him the Germ, but like, that everyone in the locker room is calling him Ruby.
Dude, I cannot with NHL players and their nicknames for each other, because it's always just like, my favorite one to this day is Matt Reed. They made his name longer. It was Reader.
Yeah, yeah. They should just
Reader.
call them. I don't know why they didn't call him Meat. Honestly, it's
Meat
great.
Reed. We called him Meat. It was great.
Yeah.
Meat Reed came up on. I did PHLY with Bill Matz earlier today, and Matt Reed came off like right off the bat. It was
Really?
Oh yeah, we
How
were
did
doing
he get involved in the discussion?
Oh, we were doing a Remember Some Guys Day.
Were you?
And, oh yeah, we remembered some guys.
Were you talking about? Oh, we just so. Last week, or excuse me, earlier this week, I actually published a roundtable discussion on BroadStreetHockey.com. Please like, rate, subscribe, all the good stuff, read. And it was basically the same concept. It was remembering some dudes. And I thought about my guy, like legit one of my all-time favorite Flyers, who is so insignificant, is Ryan White. I fucking loved Ryan White. I just remember he beat the fuck out of Matt Martin, and it was gorgeous. Glorious.
Ryan White was fun. Ryan White was a guy that when he first came aboard, I'm like, who the fuck is Ryan White? Like, how do I care? I don't care about this guy. Ryan White won me over. He won me over for sure.
Big hits, fought all the time, and he scored goals sometimes. Like, it's not like he was a useless player, you know? And he was in the NHL for a minute there. He had like
that was a solid bottom sixer right there. Like, Ryan White's what you want in a bottom sixer.
Like, he didn't drive play. Like, analytically, he sucked. He was miserable analytically.
Sure.
But, like, you know what?
He's a bottom six player.
Yeah, put him on a line, put him on the fourth line with two guys who are analytical darlings, and then just let him run around and be a maniac. Like, that's what my approach would have been. Because I do feel like, listen, everyone's like, yeah, get good fourth liners. It's just like, hear me out. Get two good fourth liners, and then get one fun guy who beats the shit out of everybody and hits everybody and kills people. That's what you need on the fourth line. Is you need two actual good players, and then they like make up for the bad guy. But the bad guy has the vibes, and so it's like you need that balance.
Like Ryan Poehling, Garnett Hathaway, and Nick Delorier.
Maybe, Steve. Maybe
that's what you just described.
Actually, Nick Delorier is like too bad, because at least Ryan White was like kind of fast from what I remember. Like, he was all right. Like, I liked Ryan White down there. Yeah. I liked him better than Tyler Pitlick. Like, I will never to this day understand why Chuck Fletcher got Ryan Hartman and said, no. Let's take in Tyler Pitlick instead, the liquor of pits. Let's do that. Like, Hartman has gone on and become a very solid player for the Minnesota Wild, become a great goal scorer for them. Like, that could have been us. And that would have made a difference in the past couple of years. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm very glad that the Flyers finished where they finished in the last few years, because they've gotten some very good players out of that. It's stuff I'm not, but it's just like at the time, it's like, why are you doing this? And then Hartman would go on to be pretty solid for the Wild. I will say, I didn't like hate Tyler Pitlick. He just was
cromulent.
Yeah, it was just like, okay, like he's so unmemorable and so insignificant. But like Ryan,
I remember him most for his nickname, for his being the liquor of pits. That's you know.
He was just so nondescript as a player, but like Ryan Hartman like has an identity. People know who he is. Like, he has a distinct game.
That's a good Flyer right there too. Like, you talk about a guy who hits people and scores goals. Like, that's what he does.
I remember his debut on the Flyers when they got him. He fucking because they got him in the Wayne Simmons trade. Because they traded him to Nashville, and he was on Nashville. He made his debut. He like immediately decked a guy, like destroyed a dude, and the entire the Farg went fucking nuts. And it was just like, oh my God, they love him already. And you know, it's a shame that his time with the Flyers is so short-lived. That it's just like, okay, so you made this trade, you trade away Wayne Simmons. Would they get a second round pick? Or no, it was like Ryan Hartman and like a second or third. I think it was
something like that, yeah. But like,
and it's like you immediately let him walk, or you trade. Like, what the fuck are you doing, Chuck Flood? He was such a fucking dunce. Good guy, apparently. He was a fucking Nimrod. I don't know what we're doing with
Quigs. The job is hard.
It's a hard job, Steve. You know, what can I tell you?
Yeah. Oh, it's just such a disgrace. But listen, hopefully in the next 80 years, our agony will come. Well, I guess one way or another, the agony's coming to the end in the next 80 years for most of us.
Who knows?
Unless the robot bodies come.
Oh, they're coming. They're coming, Steve. Yeah. Speaking of robots coming, my fucking Roomba is about to just go off.
Well, guess what? It's time to end the show, but not before we say one more time, thanks to our friends at FanDuel for sponsoring the show. I guess we could. I wish there were odds that I could check out on the Flyers winning the cup in the next 80 years, but they'd probably be like negative 10,000 or something.
Probably.
Like,
Yeah,
because the odds of them not winning a cup in the next 80 years, like, it just seems insane. Like, everybody should be projected to win the championship in every sport over the next 80 years at some point, except maybe the Bills, because the Bills ain't going to do it. Don't bet on the Bills this year, friends. Don't do it. It's a trap. It's a trap.
Also the Cowboys, because fuck Dallas.
Dude, fuck Dallas. They're messing up Micah Parsons.
Micah Parsons is
baby.
so, dude, like, and I honestly, like, he's probably going to stay in Dallas. Like,
Probably.
but like, the fact that this whole circus is going on is so beautiful. Jerry Jones is such a piece of shit moron. Like,
Sucks.
God, I hate it. I hope he lives forever. Every vaccine, if there's a secret cure for every disease in the world, give it to Jerry Jones. Like, he needs to live for as long as possible and just continue running that franchise. And you know what? I think it's the whole Jones family, frankly.
He's the only old racist I want to live forever.
Yeah. Like, let the whole Jones family continue running the Cowboys for the rest of time, because they're all just total numbskulls.
Dallas sucks. Go Birds.
Go Birds, baby.
That's what it's all about. But yeah, thanks so much for listening, gang. We truly love and appreciate you all. If you have any feedback for us, the best place is social media. The best place to find me is over on Old Blue Sky. You can find me at Flyperbole or at Esteban. If it's for hockey purposes, make it Flyperbole. Blah, blah, blah. As I said before, by the way, I've been doing PHL a lot. I'm going to be, maybe, I think I'm going to be doing it. I'm going to be making a return to writing for BSH. So be on the lookout for all of that. Follow Broad Street Hockey on everything. Flyperbole on TikTok and Instagram as well. Quigster, where can people find you on the socials?
Your mom's house. Oh,
Yeah,
I thought you were just
there, my guy.
I thought you were
My
just going to
mom
say, I wasn't talking
is
about your
dead.
mom. I was talking about the listeners' moms, Steve.
I see.
Which their moms may be dead.
Could be.
On social media, you can find me at Ryan Quiggs with a Z. Thanks. I thought you were just going to say, where can people find you?
Where can people find you? I see.
And then you said the socials, and I was like, fuck. Well, I'm already committed to saying this out loud. So, yeah.
Were you?
I was committed to saying your mom's house, but I didn't realize that you were going to say,
Your
where can people find you on the
mother's
socials?
domicile.
Yeah.
Hey, mother. All right, folks. Well, he's Ryan Quiggs with a Z. I am Flyperbole or Esteban, wherever the heck you want to follow me. And, yeah, I don't know. That's all I got. Thanks, folks. We love and appreciate you all. And until next time, in the words of the great Gene Hart, good night and good hockey. Wow, 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 wow. Wow, 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 wow. Wow, wow, wow. Wow, wow, wow. Bark at the moon.